Okay, I have always found this a bit strange. L clearly suspected Light from pretty early on, right? So, if that's the case, why keep him so close?
Yeah, that's exactly what makes it confusing. Because if you genuinely think someone might be Kira, the last thing you would do is bring them into the investigation and keep them right next to you all the time.
Exactly. He's not just observing Light from a distance either, he's working with him, sharing information, letting him sit in on discussions. And L knows how smart Light is. So it's not like he underestimated what Light could do with that access.
Right? Which makes it feel less like a mistake and more like a deliberate choice. Maybe L actually wanted him close for a reason.
Yeah, maybe he thought that if Light really was Kira, the best way to catch him would be to watch him directly. Every reaction, every decision, every small slip, all of that becomes easier to notice when the person is right in front of you.
That makes sense, but at the same time, it's still risky. Because while L is observing Light, Light is also learning everything about how L thinks and operates.
Exactly. It goes both ways. So it kind of feels like L is taking a calculated risk here.
Or maybe he just wasn't completely sure. He strongly suspected Light, but didn't have enough proof to act on it.
Yeah, and for L, that's a big deal. He doesn't act on instinct alone. He needs evidence. So instead of confronting and arresting Light, he keeps testing him, pushing him, waiting for that one moment where things don't add up. But there's also something else I've noticed. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like L is just investigating Light.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It almost feels like he's interested in him. It's as if he finally found someone who can think on the same level.
Exactly. Someone who can actually challenge him. And maybe that changes things a bit, because now it's not just about catching Kira. It's about proving it.
And maybe even enjoying the process a little. Instead of ending it quickly, he lets it play out just to see how far it goes.
Yeah, and that's where it starts to feel like this might have been a mistake. Because keeping Light that close gave him opportunities he wouldn't have had otherwise.
Right. So if L had taken a safer approach, maybe things could have gone very differently.
So, what do you think it really was? Strategy or overconfidence?
Honestly, probably a mix of both. He was right to suspect Light, but the way he handled it made things way more complicated.
Yeah. And in the end, that decision really mattered. It's one of those things that feels small at first, but actually changes everything.
Exactly. Which is why it still feels so strange looking back at it. Because L was so close to the truth, but still didn't quite get there in time.
Yeah. And that's what makes this whole thing so interesting.